Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth on all subjects. I know some people want me to just talk about Bible stuff, and that's the main emphasis. Really, everything I talk about has a little bit of the scripture in it. Just like this one. I'm talking about giving to the poor / panhandlers on the street. I saw a notification come up. There was a pause. Given to poor people / panhandlers on the street. Should you give money to poor people and panhandlers you see on the street? The answer is mostly not. Now, if you see people play musical instruments, people sell things like they might have, well, a lot of the guys that sell things are probably not poor. They're just ambitious. In fact, support the local businesses like the hot dog stands, food trucks, all of that. I do when I can. But as far as giving money to people standing holding signs, don't give them money. Give them something tangible, something that could use, like some food or a blanket or a coat. Even if you had to go home and get it and bring it back, give them something they could use. Because a lot of them, they suffer from mental problems and drug dependencies. So you don't want to be the one that causes that person to overdose. You don't want that on your conscience. So knowing that the majority of them that you see on the corner holding signs are drug dependent, but use good judgment though. I mean, every now and then you might have somebody that maybe they got divorced and they can't keep up with everything, so now they're on the street, or, different situations. Just try to use good judgment. But me personally, I had a situation not too long ago. The lady was like, she knocked on my window. I was picking up a delivery. She knocked on my window and she said, excuse me, sir, do you have $2? I want some food. I said, I'll buy you something. What you want? Because I was at Wendy's. She said, I don't want nothing from here. I want something from the store over there. I said, nah. Because I know about that store, and a lot of drug-dependent people hang around that store waiting for the dope boys to come. So this is why I would tell you, do not give your money to those people on the street unless you use good judgment and you say, well, I don't know, maybe this person is homeless for other reasons. But kids that's not old enough to work, I would say practically all the time. Like kids, I don't know what their situation at home is. So I try to, for the kids, and when I say kids, I'm talking about 15 on back. If I look at them, they look like they're 15. Even if I see one that I saw one that had a whole table layout, all these snacks and stuff. And, that was my opportunity to be a blessing. But I'm not supporting no drug dependencies. I'm not supporting no tobacco habits. You want to support that? If that's the way you want to live, go ahead, but not with my money. And you deal with too much getting this money out here to be giving it away to someone who's taking a weak way out in life. They're not choosing God. They're not choosing work. They're not choosing a life of self-control. They're just trying to feel good. little babies. Little babies, and they'll cry if they don't feel good. You don't feel good, you grown, you just don't feel good. You still got to keep going. Still got to keep going. If you got sick time at work, you don't feel good, take a day off. But you can't spend every day not being productive because you don't feel good. And you ever notice like a lot of people like that? Something's always wrong with them. I don't even cuss, but you almost want to say, get your bleep up and go get this money. And then people walking around not working, talking about I'm retired. And you ain't got no money. You waiting for a check. You waiting for a check talking about you retired. Some retirement. That's a really great retirement. What you really is lazy. See, you ain't like Trump and Bezos and all of them up in their 70s still working, still producing things. And then some of these same people, Trump's stupid. Trump's stupid, right? But you younger than Trump and you waiting for a check that's not enough anyway instead of getting out here and getting it yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on it. My answer is no. Don't give too much money to these people that you see on the street asking for money. But if you do use good judgment, and if they playing a musical instrument, that's your chance right there because they're actually working. They're actually doing something. I've seen guys that literally stand outside, younger than me. Some of them younger than me. Stand outside. I come past. 4 hours later, they still there. 8 hours later, they still there. 10 hours later, 14 hours later, man, you could have got a check. You could have went and did like a People Ready assignment, or you could have went and did something. I don't want to talk down on them, but I do want them to act like a person has been created by a God and go and produce something. The sad part about it, a lot of the people that would produce, they always having some type of issue too. But they don't make no excuse. I know people that the police bother them, giving them tickets, pulling them over, towing their cars breaking down. It's weird how this dynamic of dealing with a real devil works. The people who love God sometimes